Today we will be doing a college search through Family Connection. As a reminder, Family Connection is the student side to the website. The teacher and counselor side is called Naviance. In order to log on to Family Connection, students must first go to the Armstrong web page and go to Departments and the Guidance Department. Then students should go to the Family Connection website. Your username is your ID number, and your password is your 6-digit birthday. So once again, your username is your student ID number, and your password is your 6-digit birthday. If you were born on April 1st, 1999, it would be 04 for April, 01 for the 1st, and 99 for 19. Once you are on Family Connection, please go to the Colleges tab. Today we are going to be working on college research. There are a few things that I would like to point out to start. One of the links on college research is College Maps. Under College Maps, we have pre-saved some maps for our students. The first one is the 20 most popular colleges where our students have applied. On this map, you can see that our students mostly like to apply to colleges in the Midwest. If you zoom in, you can see some of the local colleges that students like to apply to, such as North Hennepin, Normandale, and Bethel. Students that also like to apply to Gustavus. If you'd like to find out more information about the school, you click on the school to find out more, or you go over to the side to click on the school, and it will lead you to the information about that school. Another useful map is colleges where our students are attending. If you look at this map, you can see that we have students all over the country, including students that have attended school in Alaska, Hawaii, and Canada. This can sometimes help you if you are looking at a school out of state, like South Dakota or Montana, to see if we've had students that are attending school in places other than the local schools, which we obviously have lots of students attending different schools. If you go back, you can certainly search the map for other colleges. But if we go back to the college search area, another area that I'd like to show you, another link, is the scattergrams. Scattergrams help us look at the colleges where our students have applied to within the last 6 years and gives us a sense of whether or not the college would make sense for us to attend. So for instance, if we went to a local college such as University of Wisconsin La Crosse, in the past 6 years we've had 80 students apply to that college. The green squares are students that got accepted at that school. So you can see what kind of grade point average and ACT score that student has that has gotten accepted to that school. The red X is a denied student. Typically our students don't tell us when they've been denied, but they will tell us when they've been accepted. But you can take a look at this to see where your GPA falls and where potentially you need to get, what type of score you need to get on the ACT to attend that, to get accepted to that school. So we have lots of schools where we have done, where we have statistics based on previous Armstrong students. The one that I like to show students is Harvard, which we have 18 students that have applied over the last 6 years. We have had 2 students waitlisted in the past 6 years, but most students get denied, including students that are 4.0s and in the 30s on their ACT. So this area may give you some help in figuring out, am I a good candidate to get accepted to that school? If we go back to the colleges tab once more, there are two other areas where you can do college search. So the first one is the basic college search, and the other is what's called the SuperMatch college search. In both, you can put parameters in to help you narrow down your college list. So for instance, on SuperMatch, you can see that there are 4,662 colleges that are out there. You need to shrink that list. So one of the things you can do is shrink that list by location. So in my case, I will shrink it by adding just colleges in Minnesota. Another way that you could shrink your list is by major. If you know you want to get a 4-year degree, you can click on 4-year degree and it will shrink your list. If you are interested in getting into a specific school, for instance, engineering, you can put in engineering. In my case, I'll put in chemical engineering. So right now I have shrunk my list from multiple colleges to a smaller number of colleges. So Minnesota schools that are 4-year universities and have chemical engineering, in Minnesota there are only 3. Now, one of the things that they do list is schools outside of my search parameters but might have the same major. So these aren't schools in Minnesota, but schools that do have chemical engineering. So over on the left-hand side, you can do lots of things to shrink or add to your list. So in my case, maybe on location, I add a few areas, like maybe Michigan, and that changes. All of a sudden, some other schools appear. I can change it from being very important to only kind of important, and it will change my list. I can add school size. I want to go to a very large school. It will change my list. So what you want to do is go through the list and figure out schools that you might be interested in. So you can click on the Add to the Colleges I am Thinking About, and now that school is entered into your list of colleges that potentially that you're interested in applying to for your senior year. In your 11th grade college search, you can look at a lot of different schools. Eventually, we want you to select 3 to 6 colleges to apply to. We have certainly had students that apply to more than 6 schools, but 3 to 6 seems to be a good number. Never in your senior year should you apply to just one college. In fact, applying to multiple colleges will give you multiple options, not only for getting accepted, but when it comes time for financial aid. Out of those 3 to 6 schools, oftentimes people will refer to one of your colleges maybe as a dream college, meaning a college that you would really like to go to, but maybe your grade point average, class rank, and test scores fall below typically what that college will accept. Match colleges are oftentimes colleges that are similar to the grade point average and test scores that you have. So in doing your research, you might find schools where it looks like you would be a student that would get into that college. And then oftentimes students will have at least one college that is a safety college, a college that you know you can get into, sometimes a 2-year college, but a fallback option for you should you not get into your dream or match colleges. Please use the rest of advisory to go back to Family Connection and do college research. We will provide more time during the school year to do this research. Eventually, we would like to see you have under the My Colleges tab, under colleges I'm applying to, colleges I'm thinking about, you should have multiple colleges listed under this area. In fact, we want to have students have at least 4 colleges in the colleges I'm thinking about for the ACT test on April 19th, as the ACT allows you to select 4 colleges to send your test scores to for free. We'll talk more about the ACT in the future, but for now, please use this time to access Family Connection and do college research. If you have any questions, talk to Mr. Dukowitz or your counselor. Thank you.